Let me see. Okay, so we're starting. So what we learned about is the recursive formula. So for the recursive formula, for today's purpose, this and this do not change. The only thing that changes is going to be this D, and the common difference means our pattern, what we've been doing this whole time, okay, our pattern. The same thing for the explicit formula right here. So the things that do not change are the AN and the N. Those are going to stay the same. The things that do change are going to be the A1 and the D. We're going to use these formulas. I'm going to show you how to use them, and then you can do the rest of them, okay? So let's start with the recursive formula. So if we go to the notes, we're going to use the recursive formula right here, and we're going to write the formula. So, sorry. Here we go. So we have, so for A, it says 2, 5, 8, 11. So we're going to write this just so we have it to work with. And notice that this n minus 1 is small. Okay, those are small. So for our pattern, we have 2 to 5. We're going to add 3. That's our pattern. 5 to 8, we add 3. 8 to 11, add 3. So our common difference, our D value, is plus 3. Okay, our pattern is adding 3. This is what we've been doing. So now we are just going to rewrite this formula to have the 3 in it. So all of this stays the same. We have AN equals AN minus 1 plus 3. This is your answer. That's your recursive formula. And it says, use a recursive formula to determine the 5th term in the sequence. I know what we could do is like A1, A2, A3, A4, and A5. Oh, my bad. A5, and we could just add 3. We could, but I want us to get used to this formula. Okay, so we're going to use this. We're looking for let me use purple, the 5th term. So we're looking for A5. So we're going to put A5 equals A5 minus 1 plus 3. So the only thing that we substituted is these 5s. So then now I need to look at this. What is 5 minus 1? Oh, that's correct. 4. Good job. So A4, then we have plus 3. So when we look at this, we can say, oh, wait, we know what A4 is. A4 is 11. So instead of writing A4, we're going to write 11. So we have 11 plus 3, which gives us A5 equals 14. That would be our answer. So this is our equation. This is our 5th term. These are both answers. Would you like another one? Okay, I'll do another one just in case. This is only one of the things we learned yesterday. We learned 2 things. Okay, so for the next one, I'll keep that one on the page so you can see it. We're going to start again. AN equals AN minus 1 plus D. Oop. Can't write the letter D. So then we have 10 to 6, 6 to 2, 2 to negative 2. Right here, numbers are getting lower, smaller, so we're going to be subtracting. I know that. Okay, I know that. So we have 10 to 6, that's minus 4. 6 to 2, that's minus 4. So our pattern is minus 4. So here we have AN equals AN minus 1. And instead of putting plus, we're going to put minus 4. That is one of your answers. Okay? So now we're going to determine the 5th term. Remember, 5th term again. So we have A5 equals A5 minus 1 minus 4. So right here, this part is equal to A4 minus 4. But we know that A4 in this situation, in this second question, because remember, on the second question, we have A1, A2, A3, A4. Our A4 for this one is negative 2. So right here, I'm going to put negative 2. So we have negative 2 minus 4. So A5 equals, if the negatives are kind of hard for you, a lot of people get them wrong, you can always come over here and do negative 2 minus 4, and that gives you negative 6. That is your answer. These are both your answers. Okay? So I'm going to have you do C, D, and E. So I'm going to send this to you in the email. You're going to do C, D, and E. And I'm going to show you two examples of the explicit formula. Okay? So for the explicit formula, you have AN equals A1 plus D parentheses N minus 1 parentheses. So here, we have to fill out two things. We have to find the A1 and then the D. So we already know the D for the first one because we already found it. It's plus 3, plus 3, plus 3. So our D is plus 3. Our A1, though, that's new, but we did that earlier. So we have A1, A2, A3, A4. Our A1 is just the first number. That's it. So we have AN equals A1 plus D N minus 1. So for our A1, we're going to put 2. For D, we're going to put 3. We're just substituting those numbers in. That's it. So we have AN equals 2 plus 3 N minus 1. This is your equation you can use. So then it says, after I wrote all of it, write an explicit formula for the 11th term. What is the 11th term? So right here, the most important thing is 11th term means we're going to A5, A6, A7, A8, A9, A10, A11. We're trying to find this one over here. I'd have to count over and over and over and over. But this equation we just made is what's going to help us. Okay, so we have A11. We're replacing this in with the number 11. So we have I do that all the time. A11 equals 2 plus 3 parentheses 11 minus 1. Oh, where'd my 1 go? 11 minus 1. So then this part right here, we put into the calculator. You would use the TI Inspire. I don't have that on my iPad. So we have 2 plus 3. Make sure you put the parentheses. 11 minus 1. And that gives me 32. So my A11 term is going to equal 32. That's your answer. We can do one more. Okay. Let's actually try. Okay, you're going to do B, D, and E, and I'm going to show you C. Okay. So for C, we have, I'll keep the other example so you can see it. Our pattern is 13 to 18. That is plus 5. Right? Yeah. So plus 5, plus 5, plus 5. That's our pattern. So our D is 5. And then our A1 is, remember, it starts oh, I messed up colors. Hold on. So I can keep the colors going so you're not confused. Plus 5, plus 5, plus 5. Yep. Then we have A1, A2, A3, A4. My A1 is 13, so we're going to write the formula. We have AN equals A1 plus D parentheses N minus 1. We know that our A1 is going to be that number, and then we know our D is going to be the number that we already found. So we rewrite it. AN equals 13 plus 5 parentheses N minus 1. Then we're looking for the 100th term. That means I'd have to go to A100. We have to count all the way there. So this is why this formula is really great, because you don't have to count. So anywhere you see N, you're going to place with 100. Up. A100 equals 13 plus 5 parentheses 100 minus 1. And then this part is what you put in the calculator. Remember, not the left of the equal side. So we go 13 plus 5 parentheses 100 minus 1. And that gives me 508. So my answer is A 100 equals 508. So there's two answers to this. This is an answer, this is an answer. So I'll send you that page in a little bit. But here are the notes. Have a great day. Hope you feel better.